making something beautiful out of something that was seen as garbage is remarkable. We wanted a site that was sort of extraordinary. And then Mary found Curly's Cove. It hadn't been lived in 4 years, but prior to that, a gentleman named Mudflat Pat had lived here. First of all, the real estate agent that was showing it to us thought we were insane. He came and it was strewn with trash. The thing had fallen off its foundations. I mean, you looked at it and you thought, the best thing to happen to this thing would be a bulldozer. There was nothing to save. I mean, the only thing that we saved literally was the structural frame of the building, and that we had to work hard to save. You want somehow this resonance between what was there and what's there now, and how do those two things play off each other? Because I think you can get a really nice, almost a textural dynamic going on there, the texture of the old and the texture of the new, and contrasting those intentionally in a way that makes that obvious. So here in this room, you look at the ceiling and you can tell that that's the old ceiling. You know that those are old boards. They're black, they're weathered, they don't look particularly finished. They weren't intended to be finished. And then you look at sort of the beadboard and you sense that's old too. It's got nail holes and things in it, and it's been painted and it looks quite nice, but it's kind of not a modern material. Then you start looking at the floor and the slate and the stainless steel cabinets and things like that, and those are all clearly new. My personality in terms of design personality is about big ideas, and the big idea is that glass wall behind me, and you're in a structure that celebrates the site it's sitting on, and that view out that facade is really all about that. That intersection of the water and the land, that point where the tides come in and out, where life started, I suppose, is just always so extraordinary. There's so much life on it. We get so many birds, we get them feeding, we get just all this activity, just the nature of the tide rolling in and out, all of that, the sounds that come with that. So when we first came here, we have 2 dogs, Carney and Curly. And Curly's a black lab, and she, of course, loves water. So we opened the door. While I was sitting there laughing at the structure, Curly headed straight out for the middle of Bodega Bay, because there was, of course, this big flock of birds. She thought those were playthings. So she dashed out into the water, got as muddy as she possibly could, was as happy as maybe we've ever seen her. So we thought it had to be Curly's Cove. It's named after her.